Hi everyone, it's Roberta with Happy on the Home Front. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new and you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me on this YouTube journey of sharing my home, my heart, my faith as I tackle everyday life as a stay-at-home mom and homeschool teacher to my children, wife, and keeper of the home, and keeper of the pets, and keeper of all the stuff. I just do all the things. Welcome back everyone, it's Roberta with Happy on the Home Front, and today I'll be showing you ground beef 3 ways. Yes, that's right. A staple in American kitchens 3 different ways. I'm going to be using lots of spices and some cheese, and we're going to be fixing up some freezer meals that will please your crew. So stay tuned. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our first ground beef recipe. I'm going to be making Parmesan mozzarella pizza meatballs. And you can also use the same recipe to make burger patties or even as a beginning to meatloaf. Okay, so I'm starting with 1.5 pounds of ground chuck. I have 1/3 cup of the hard grated Parmesan cheese. Mine was already grated, but you can also buy the block and grate it yourself. And next we have 1/2 cup of part skim shredded mozzarella cheese, and mine is the Publix Greenwise brand. Okay, then here is the best part. 2 teaspoons of the Spice and Tea Exchange brand pizza seasoning. I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee in the fall of 2020, and one of the ladies I was with introduced me to the Spice and Tea Exchange and their wonderful seasonings and seasoning blends. And so this is one of those blends, and it is so delicious. Just open the bag and smell an entire pizza. Anyway, it is so good, and I know my crew really loves Italian flavors, so I thought this would be a great way to jazz up burgers and put a new spin on dinner. It's also a great way to use up ingredients that you don't have very much of. For example, I didn't have very much of the Parmesan cheese left in that container, but I didn't want it to go to waste. Next, mix everything by hand or with your favorite method and form into burger patties, a beginning to meatloaf, or about 16 large meatballs. Next up is 3 cheese Tuscany burgers. Okay, let's get started. First, I have 2 pounds of ground chuck. Then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese, the same one as the first recipe, the part skim shredded mozzarella from Publix. Of course, you can add more if you think that it needs it, but this is a 3 cheese recipe, so I felt like between all the 3 cheeses, 1/4 cup would be just fine. Next, I'm going to add more of that 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, the hard grated cheese. And that just gives it a nice robust flavor. My husband really likes Parmesan, so you'll kind of see that as a theme in these first 2 recipes. Okay, next I'm going to add 3 slices of that Cracker Barrel smoked provolone. I have chopped those, and actually I kind of diced them and added those. I'm going to add also a teaspoon of organic onion powder. It's the Walmart brand. And last, but certainly not least, one of my very favorite seasonings from the Spice and Tea Exchange is their Tuscany blend seasoning. It is really, really yummy. It's got wonderful notes of basil in it and bell peppers, onion, black pepper, garlic, tomatoes, rosemary, oregano, thyme. It's just really, really yummy. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of that to this bowl. And now, using your magic tools that God gave you, your 2 hands, we're going to mix this thoroughly by hand. Now you're going to form this mixture into 8 large burger patties, the beginning to a meatloaf or the beginnings of meatballs. Okay, we're all done. 8 large handmade 3-cheese Tuscany burgers. Okay, we're on to our third recipe using ground beef, spices, and cheese. And we're going to be making chili lime pepper jack ranch burgers featuring a spice blend from Pampered Chef. All right, let's get started. In my bowl, I have 1 pound of ground chuck and 1 pound of ground beef 90-10 for a total of 2 pounds of beef. Next, I am going to be grating a 4-ounce block of pepper jack cheese. Next, I'm going to add 1/2 tablespoon of the chili lime seasoning mix from Pampered Chef. No, I am not a Pampered Chef demonstrator, and this video is not sponsored by Pampered Chef or the Spice and Tea Exchange. But I love this seasoning. It smells wonderful. I'm only using 1/2 of a tablespoon for 2 pounds of meat because my daughter does not like spicy things. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons from a Primal Palette packet of ranch mix. This is a delicious mixture of spices from Primal Palette, but you can also use the good old Hidden Valley Ranch version that you can find at most of your local supermarkets. All right, now we're going to use our magic hands to mix all of this up, and I decide to break my mixture into 2 large portions, so about a pound each, so that I can properly size my portions of burgers. So I am hoping to get at least 4 burgers out of each blob of meat mixture. Okay, and we're all done with those 3 recipes, and here is how my freezer meals look after being in the freezer for a few days. I got those out for you to show you what they look like. They are in the Walmart brand gallon freezer bags, and they look great. I can't wait to put those in the meal plan, and my family is going to love them. I'm sure at least one of these will be a new family favorite. I have to tell you, I am personally very excited about trying the chili lime pepper jack ranch burgers, because since I was a little girl, like tacos and taco flavors, cumin, and all of those flavors in the taco seasoning packet have just been one of my favorites my whole life. So I can't wait to try these. Much for watching, everyone. I hope this video about ground beef 3 ways has been a blessing to you and has given you some fresh ideas that you can use for your family or for yourself. So you don't miss a video. I'll be sending out videos every Wednesday on YouTube, and you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I've also listed my email address below if you have questions or you want to collab with me. I would love to get to know you in the comments. Thanks so much, and let's all try to help each other to be happy on the home front.